And the next campaign is another exciting one because this one is our Discord pick of the week. And this is the new campaign for Unsettled. And this plays 2 to 4 players and takes about 60 to 90 minutes to play. And this is a cooperative survival game where players are stranded on an alien planet. But this is not a game where you're going up against hostile aliens or anything like that. This is purely a survival game where players are going to be managing their endurance, going up against the elements of the alien world, and completing a series of tasks to earn the basic necessities of life and ensure their survival. And this one's coming from the team over at Orange Nebula, which also published Vindication, which is an amazing game and one that I have in my collection. And this game is already out, so if you want to try it for yourself, you can go ahead and get your hands on it. But the way that this game works is that there's a base box that has all the core components to play the game, but it's also going to include 2 planets as well, and each planet's going to have 3 different scenarios, so you actually have quite a lot of variability across those planets, even if you only have 2, because there's going to be 3 scenarios for each one. And in order to complete their different objectives, players are going to be exploring these different planets starting from their starting tile, and they're going to be discovering different data, materials, and alien flora that are going to help them achieve their goals. And a player's health is measured in endurance, and if it ever reaches 0, then you lose the game. But it's also going to be going down for various reasons throughout the game, including just the passing of time. Players are going to be allocating 3 different dice in order to perform different actions, and each time you use the die, you're going to lower its pip value by 1, later recharging it with one of your actions. The catch here is that you're only going to actually be able to use 2 of these dice on a turn because you're going to have to allocate 1 in order to rest. And I think there's a couple really fun twists on how the actions work in this game. First of all, players are going to be randomly given a special action at the start of the game, which is going to augment one of your actions. And it has 2 sides, and depending on the state that your character is in, that tile can flip and it'll change what that action does. Another interesting aspect of these actions is that players can get distress cards, which will cover up actions on their board, and players will have to use one of their actions to get rid of that distress card either on their own or someone else's board. And the different actions you'll have access to are to move across the cards, although you do get 1 movement free each turn, or to gain knowledge in a certain field, and that's going to move your knowledge marker up on this track, and whenever it reaches the top, you'll gain comprehension in that field, which will gain you some special benefits. Players can also investigate a tile that they're on for special bonuses and one-time abilities, or you can remove a distress card like I mentioned before, or raise the value of your dice. And just like Vindication, this is a game that's been getting some incredible reviews, so I definitely recommend going and checking them out for yourself. And the highlight of this campaign is that it's going to be adding some new planets to the game, although you will be able to get all the original content as well. And they will also be offering a promo pack that's going to feature some updated cards for the original game, which you'll be able to purchase separately if you have already purchased the game yourself. This is another one that I'm really interested in between the great reviews, the fact that it's coming from Orange Nebula, and the fact that I really love survival games. I think I'll definitely be taking a closer look at this one. But I am really picky with my games, especially when I already have way too many giant boxes on that shelf behind me. But if this one interests you, I always recommend trying to get a play in on the original content, and you can check out the campaign in the description below.